Hi everyone, I hope that you are all happy, safe, and healthy, and once again wearing something super comfy like pajamas or sweatpants or whatever. Maybe you dressed up, you do you. Today I want to talk to you about speaking clearly and crisply on stage. So remember, we talked about this already, but for those who might have forgotten, you will not be mic'd when you are on stage at the Sudbury Theatre Centre for the show Cinderella. And that's not always the case with every show, but you will find that a lot of the time you will not be mic'd. And speaking on stage is a little bit different than how you would speak normally to a friend or a family member. And it's a little bit different because usually when you're talking to someone, you are within close proximity of that person. And that's not the case when you're on stage. So I want you to imagine you are on the stage at the Sudbury Theatre Centre. Picture the audience, right? The number of rows there are, and I want you to imagine there is a sweet, sweet old lady, maybe her name is Helen, and she just loves to sit at that very back row at the Sudbury Theatre Centre, okay? So sweet little Helen, who has come to see Cinderella, her favorite childhood story, come to life on stage. And we want to make sure that sweet old Helen is going to hear every single word that is going to come out of your mouths. Because remember, you are saying the lines for probably the 200th time, and you know what is being said, and you know what the story is about. But the audience is hearing it for the very first time. So as performers, we want to make sure that they can catch every single word. So how are we going to do that as performers? Well, the very first thing that you should do for yourselves is a really good vocal and physical warm-up, okay? Kelly has given you so many different ways to warm up your faces and your jaws and your voices. Use that. Make a list for yourself. Create your very own personalized vocal and physical warm-up routine that you do before every show. And that's going to first help you open everything up and allow you to really grab onto each of those words that you are going to say throughout the show. And that includes the lyrics to the music, okay? The other thing that you are going to do is a small exercise that's really easy, and you can do it at home with your script right now. It's called D's and T's. So you are going to take your script, okay? You are going to find a pencil. Remember, we are always using pencil as actors because most of the time we're going to want to erase it. And you are going to go through all of your lines, okay? And I want you to underline, circle, square, star, happy face, I don't care, whatever symbol works, however you want to do it. Every single word that you say that ends with a D or a T, okay? So we'll do an example, hang on. Okay, I've got a pink highlighter. Don't use a highlighter, use a pencil, okay? I'm just using a highlighter because I want you to be able to see it. So this is the very first page of our script. And let's do one of the narrator's lines. So it starts off with, oh, hello, ends with a D. So you are going to either highlight the D or highlight the whole word. I said highlight, don't highlight, use a pencil. Just like that. Welcome. Let me introduce myself. So let, I'm gonna highlight that. I am the narrator, and As per the convention, I will be your guide through this timeless fairy tale. So we're going to just highlight the last end. Okay, so not a lot in that first sentence. There's only 3 of them. But once you've highlighted, or not highlighted, I keep saying highlighted, it's because I have a highlighter. Don't highlight. Use your pencil. Once you've underlined or circled or whatever you want to do for all those words, I want you to then practice saying your lines. Go very slowly. Okay, this is a common mistake people make because they go very fast. Start slow. If you're not used to speaking like this, start slow. Start to build that muscle in your mouths, practicing rapping and punching out those D's and those T's at the end of those words, and then slowly start to move faster and faster until you can say your lines at a normal, relatively normal speed while still punching those D's and T's. So what I mean by that is you are going to start to say your line, and whenever you get to a word that ends in a D or a T, I want to hear the D or the T at the end of the word. It's going to sound ridiculous. It's going to be a little uncomfortable, a little bizarre, and it's because we don't speak like this on a regular basis, so it's going to feel a little foreign. The more you do it, the more comfortable you will become, okay? So, for instance, this first line would be, oh, hello, and welcome. Let me introduce myself. I am the narrator, and as per the convention, I will be your guide through this timeless fairy tale. Easy peasy. You can grab a sibling, a friend, a family member, run your lines, give them your script with everything highlighted, or don't highlight with everything underlined or circled or happy-faced or whatever you wanted to use, and let them listen to you say your lines, and they will tell you whether or not they hear the D or the T, okay? Now, go through all once, and if they're like, yeah, I can hear it, you're fine, you're great, cool, have them take like 5 steps back. Create some distance, okay? And then do it again. And as far as possible, go outside if you want to. If you're feeling brave and you want to shout your lines out to the neighbors, do it. But try and speak with some sort of a distance. So that's going to help you with 2 things. 1, really practice punching out those D's and T's to somebody who's very far away to make sure that they can hear the ends of those words. But the other thing that's going to help you with is projection. Because once again, right, remember little old Helen sitting in the back row, she's also going to want to hear all the words nice and clearly, not just the ones that end with a D or a T. This is just one way of helping you speak clearly. So projection, using that diaphragm, right? Kelly explained to you all what the diaphragm is, the power that the diaphragm has. Use it. Take in those big, deep breaths and then say your lines. And if you have to practice saying your lines very slowly in the beginning, that is normal. That is totally okay. You are going to slowly, over time, give yourself the ability to start to say it faster and faster and faster. And then it's just going to become like second nature, and it's going to be fantastic. And the great thing is about this whole experience is that you have time. You can practice. You don't even have to do it like every day. You can take a break every once in a while. So that is what I would love for all of you to do for the next little bit, is any words, and this includes lyrics, D's and T's at the end of all of those lovely, lovely words that you are going to be saying on stage, and just really working those muscles in your mouth, your jaw, your neck, and be sure to do those vocal exercises, okay, beforehand. Really open up your face, do the lion lemon, stretch your tongue, and all those lovely, lovely things that Kelly has taught you over years for some of you who have been her student for so long, and you can do it. And I can't wait to see you all come September. Okay, happy learning your lines and practicing your speaking clearly and crisply, and I look forward to seeing you all in September.